I spend a lot of time in the wet Florida backcountry and woods, which is prime habitat for venomous snakes, mostly cottonmouths and rattlesnakes. And after a couple of close encounters recently, I've decided to wear snake gaiters, or wrap around protective covers for my lower legs from the knees down when out in the wet tall grass and woods filming wildlife. If you're out bird and nature watching, you're looking up a lot and get caught up in the moment, and you really can't see even the big venomous snakes in the grass. Snakes are most likely to be encountered along the overgrown edges of levees and grassy sides and ditches along roads that lead through wildlife management areas and lands that nature lovers are getting out into more often these days. As more people have gotten outside in nature during the pandemic the last 2 years, snake bites are actually on the rise. In summer, people are often going for walks or hikes in early morning or evening when it's cooler, which is also prime time for snake encounters. The risk depends on where you go, and if you stay on well-worn, open, established trails, you're at lower risk. But if you go off trail even slightly or on wet, overgrown trails, which are very common in Florida, that's snake habitat. So I tried out some gaiters, as I'm often in high-risk areas, and found them to be light and collapse easily into packable size, taking up little space and adding little weight. I can tell you that the wildlife management people I've encountered out in the marshes and prairies over the years doing survey work wear gaiters. So check them out in the following short review video, something to think about. I'm out here in the Florida marsh taking pictures of birds, and I just got an interesting encounter with a otter, and been encountering a lot of snakes lately. This is not rattlesnake country, but recently I encountered a huge rattlesnake on the trail, and then several large cottonmouths. This is classic cottonmouth country, and you can see this is, typical what they would call a trail in Florida. And you might think it's a good place to walk around and take pictures of birds, but if you look down at my feet here, see, I'm trying out my new gaiters because I'm standing right here at the edge of the water, completely surrounded by tall grass, and I got these Razer gaiters on Amazon. Turn them around here, and I really like them. I have 15-inch calves, and they go a lot bigger, but maybe a little bit smaller. But it just kind of depends. You get over here in the sun, but they fit real nice and firm, and they've got a polycarbonate material in them here, and they have a nice tongue that goes down on your shoe. Top of your shoe, you want to wear, decent hiking shoes with these. As you can see, what I like about them is they're real light to walk around in. Now, the buckles seem a little bit heavy duty, but not that big of a problem. What I probably do is once I'm probably just trim them or tape them back here, but gives you a lot of peace of mind when you're out here in big cottonmouth and rattlesnake country. Pretty much what passes for a trail is what you see here. It's usually just a levee or something like that. And I mean, if you're on a trail like in the Great Smoky Mountains and you're staying on the trail and not straying off, that's one thing. But when you're out here and you come over here like this, just like that, a couple of steps and you're right in, cottonmouth country. Now, generally a snake can strike about 2/3 of their length, and most of the big cottonmouths out here are probably in the 3 to 4 foot range, and I've seen some rattlesnakes in the 5 to 6 foot range. And so, sure, I mean, if a rattlesnake, a venomous snake were to strike you at the knee or above, you wouldn't have much protection, but it's probably not the most likely scenario. It's always windy out here, so anyway, they were like $60 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description,
And they come in different colors if you don't like this kind of classic khaki. And they're real light, go on easy, go off easy. And I've been riding my bike out here with them on, and they seem to work fine for me. You can see I'm actually a pretty good sized fellow, about 6'1", 190 pounds, and it's, of course, I have short calves, but it goes right, perfect fit for me with the 15-inch calf. And you really want something that comes down. There's a lot of them on Amazon. I mean, you can try them out, and just one nice thing about Amazon, if you don't like them, you can send them back easily enough. But the Razer brand, I did a fair amount of research, and the Razer brand works fine for me. So if you're going to be out spending a lot of time enjoying wildlife in Florida, you're going to be exposed to snakes. Happens all the time. I'm out here walking around, so that's not a bad idea. You can see here, you may not think that the grass has been mown, but still, the most likely place to get a snake strike is going to be somewhere around here. Not too many snakes are going to go up that high. Something to think about.